one kind of touched my heart a little bit because I kind of fell for dude.
Sure.
He said, I need to get something off my chest. Yesterday, my stepdaughter graduated and I wasn't invited. His stepdaughter graduated and he wasn't invited. And you know, we're in prom season, so all the kids and all the kind, man, congratulations, man. Man, shout out to my guy Chris, man. He just got his master's degree.
Okay.
I'm talking about Sandbox just got his master's degree. But anyway, back to this dude. He said, man, I've been in her life since she was 4 months old. Married her mother when she was 2. I've been there consistent, showing up, providing, loving her like my own. But come graduation day, they ain't have a seat for me. Like word. He said, all right. They told me there were only 8 tickets, right? 8 freaking tickets, right? He said, let me tell you who made the list.
Okay, I'm listening.
My wife. Her 2 sisters. One of them sisters would not have been there. Her 2 sisters. Her biological father. Her uncle. Her grandmother. Her aunt. Her boyfriend. 8 tickets.
Okay.
And I wasn't one of them.
Okay.
But, he said, but I've been sitting with the pain all day, right? He said, I took time off of work 3 days gone. I drive trucks. That's money and time I cannot get back. And still, I got left out. So today, I made this decision. I removed her from car and health insurance. Took off everything I was covering. Told her mother since she's grown and graduated, she can go stay with her father. The one she made room for over me. Now there's tension in my house. Emotions are high, but I'm standing on what I feel because the truth is, I'm hurt. Not mad, just deeply, genuinely hurt. I don't need applause. I just needed to speak my truth. Thanks for listening.
Facts. I ain't mad at him. If you've been in this little girl's life since she was 4 months old, okay? You married her mother when she was 2. Now the question is, has the father been consistently in her life? And if he has been consistently in her life,
The father ain't the problem. One of them sisters is.
You're not getting what I'm saying. If the father has been consistently in this little girl's life, okay, cool. There is no problem with him being there. They both, at the end of the day, the stepdad should have had a ticket.
But the way this letter sound like the father isn't consistently in his life.
The stepdad should have definitely. He should have had a ticket before Mama had. It shouldn't have been a question.
He should have had a ticket before Mama had
With Mama, it shouldn't have been a question.
That's what I'm saying. One of them sisters would have been short.
They'd had one of the sisters.
Had the Zoom.
They'd had the rock paper scissors to see which one.
I ain't even know rock paper scissors. Zoom has always been available for freaking graduations or some sort of video tribute to the graduation.
What
people.
tension is there in the house? He's taking care of her since she was 4 months. So all this time he's taking care of her. She was on life insurance and a car. Okay, so now she's saying that the actual father do it. Let him do it.
Well, she graduated now, so.
Yeah, but if she going off to college, she still need insurance and stuff.
Yeah, well, she ain't gonna have it from him. Not if he got anything to say about it. I mean, I agree with Slim. I feel like that shouldn't even been a question, but I also will tell you. Sometimes hey, Carl Johnson. Thank you, sir. Sometimes we think we are doing more than we are actually doing. And sometimes the kids believe a whole different side or they believe something totally different. You may think you being present, but you also just said you was a truck driver. So, to be honest with you, right, is it possible that the father is active when you aren't available or aren't around? Or just, how about this? Maybe the communication wasn't loud enough that you was going to be able to take some days off. While I'm not mad at you and I don't feel like you were wrong for any of the things you do, because it's good to hear that a man has those type of emotions. He literally is hurt, and if you listening to his letter, he sounds hurt. But I also gotta think you gotta also stop and see, like, why did she feel, if you were so present and you felt like you did this and you treated her and felt this way about her, why did she not use her common sense to make sure that I'm gonna make sure my stepdad got a ticket? So, like, it's more to the story. Who
picked these people?
Yeah, it's more to the story. Who made that decision and why your wife didn't step in and facilitate making sure you got a ticket too? That's a whole nother. Do you see what I'm saying? So, and I know how when you deep into that truck driving situation, you be gone for days at a time. It ain't just you ain't just leaving and coming back. That's what I say. It's more to the story.
If he's taking care of the finances and making sure she have and everything that she
Taking
needs,
care of the finances, we've been there before. None of that matters when kids are around, man. Being present is more important.
You're not getting what I'm saying. If he was the one, he said he's taking off the insurance and all that stuff. So taking the day, he's financially the one paying for everything. But if he took the time to take off because he knew she was graduating, y'all, you know that somebody's graduating months in advance. You get what I'm saying? So you knew he took off.
That's what I say.
So why would you let him take off if you ain't gonna let him have a ticket?
For the wife to not make that a priority, it says more about whatever that situation is. Because I feel like if that's my wife ain't about to like she ain't
sucks.
Yeah, you know, she ain't gonna.
He a truck driver. He'll find somebody else.
What you mean, like, as far as women?
Yeah.
That ain't sound like a breakup. What you mean they married?
Oh, that's a divorce. That's that.
They not about the divorce, man.
So the wife gonna sit there and let
that.
you. The wife gonna let you sit there and take her daughter off of insurance and everything, and you been paying for that. Who about to pay for it?
Well, I'm gonna tell you this: 4 months. They got married at 2. She just graduated from high school. That child's 17. If this disagreement is gonna break them up after that long, 15 years, no.
After 7, she's graduated. So that's what 16,
That's
17?
15 years. 2. They got married at 2. Boo.
He's been in her life since she was 4 months.
I get it, but I'm not even talking about her now. You said they're gonna divorce. That's what you just said. If they can't work through this and they've been married for 15 years, and this little situation is gonna mess them up, and she ain't trying to be like, if she's not understanding why he's upset and why he did what he did and him not being hurt, this more explains how women don't give 2 craps about a man's emotions and him having feelings. If she gonna, you just yelled out of your mouth, "Oh, this is over with. This is a divorce." I tell you, I be wondering sometimes what you be thinking about. They got 15 years. You can think as a mother all you want to. No, you're not playing with your child. No, your child played with him. What are you talking about, Sonya? You're wrong. You are definitely wrong.
You have it.
That child, he ain't played with that damn child. That child played with him.
You done took my child off the insurance.
You daggone right.
You done cut my child off.
Yes.
And you been doing all this, and now you gonna cut her off because you couldn't go to the graduation? It's
a
not
possibility.
That serious.
Yes, it is that serious, Sonya. I don't know what you're talking about. The devil is a liar.
I agree with what he said, but that's gonna be a problem.
It's not. It was a problem for however long this situation lasted because I didn't get the date and all that stuff. I saw it. I thought it was interesting to talk about.